All right, well, here we are in the fourth quarter. We won the second quarter, we won the third quarter, and it's a tight game going into the fourth quarter. And I know that since all of you were there, it might be painful to see the final little bit just because we played so hard and came up just short. But let's see what we can learn from this final video. And it looks like this video starts about a minute and 5 seconds into the quarter, and they've picked up the opponent, the Lakers, have picked up 2 points, and so now it's a 2-point game, 21-19. So we're coming down this way. High screen, we get them stuck. They're going to call a moving screen there. I didn't pay close enough attention, but we just have to make sure that we're not leaning, we're not sticking a leg out, our feet aren't moving. But I do think that we did a pretty nice job of staying relatively still. Just always have to be careful. So we're in Tiger. We've got their main player in a trap. Oh, that's got to be a travel. Yep. Creed's signaling to the ref and trying to let him know that something's off there. All right, camera, let's try to rotate over so we can see the whole court. Again, they've come out in man-to-man. Ace has got to use the screen. We've been talking about using screens. Come to a jump stop. Those are kind of two themes that we need to see in our offense more. Is we need to go shoulder to shoulder on the high screen. Make sure that we're cutting it tight and getting our man stuck. And then when we do get stopped, we got to, and then when we're driving and we're in traffic, we got to come to a 2-foot jump stop to avoid getting called for the travel. Hey, nice job, Tripp. Way to step in the passing lane. Well played on Tiger. So we're still in zone. Ace is doing a nice job of moving his feet. Way to shift back over Eliab. All right, so we get them again to shoot a real tough long three. He knocks that one down. But that's not an easy shot, and those are the kind of shots we're trying to get. I think we had a guy out hand up. That's what we asked for. Good job, Creed. You're getting stuck on him. Makes a real nice bounce pass down into Drake. Can't see what happened. It would appear, since they're taking the ball out of bounds, that Drake made the basket. Lives there. Ace has got to come and trap. Got to come and trap, Ace. Make that pass a little bit more difficult. There you go. Let's slide out, get a hand up. So again, we're getting pressured a lot. So what we always want to do in this situation is make sure that we're keeping our body between the player and the ball. Good post feed to Tripp. What's the call there? Are we getting credit for that? That looked like a real nice over-the-shoulder post move and entry pass by Eliab. No, maybe they called a foul on the ground or something. Whoa. Wow, that was a rough foul. We got to stand right back up after that happens, though, right? They're going to knock into us. We're going to come back and play physical, too. We're not going to, let's not let somebody else bully us. Good. Protect the ball. Keep your body between the ball and the defender. Good. High screen coming. Good pass into Tripp. Good. We got a high screen coming. Can we use it? All right. We don't normally want to shoot the 3 off the dribble when the defender's still sliding with us. When we like the 3 is when it's wide open or when it's coming from an inside out pass. But that's the kind of shot we're trying to force the other team into shooting. We want to work the ball around until we're getting a clean look at the hoop from the paint. That's the goal of our offense, to try to get a clean look at the hoop from the paint. Way to hold your ground, Drake. Yeah, it's a foul on Tripp coming in from behind, but we get 5 fouls to use, and it's all right to be making aggressive plays if occasionally it results in a foul. All right, let's get past these free throws. Looks like we're coming in for a timeout. We can fast forward past that too. We're going to give him another free throw. Good. Yep. You know, it's crunch time. It's a 1-point game. We got guys diving on the ball. We want to bring a lot of black jerseys to the ball whenever it's on the ground. Let's not get out competed in a situation like this. Okay, so now they're pressing, and it looks like it's a man press. So we've got a screen for each other. We got to get into the body of our man and then cut to the ball. That's what we do in this situation. Yeah, we're taking a little too long, but we gotta get past that half court line. Yeah, 10-second violation. But the key is, right, if it's man to man, we get the ball in. We maybe set a screen for the ball handler, but he's going to snake through, try to bring it up center of the floor. The way you can tell if it's man to man is if they're following you everywhere you're going. It's a man to man press, and you can dribble through a man to man press. If it's a zone press, that's when you start seeing 2 bodies, trappers, coming at you. So being able to recognize what kind of pressure you're getting and then dealing with it the right way is always going to be important, especially at the field house where you play a lot of teams that like to put pressure on you. Okay, so again, it's man-to-man pressure, so we got to cut to the ball. Brandon does a good job of that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to snake up and down the court. All right, pretty good job of passing around to the open guy. Good. Creed's doing a real nice job protecting the ball. Brandon rips it through, same thing. Good high screen. Tripp is still like a statue. Good kick out pass to Creed. We had a nice clean look. So that's the type of 3 that we like a little bit more. It's an inside out pass, wide open. Same thing there with Greg. And we're competing for that. I mean, there are a lot of competing for the ball there. They want it, and so do we. Now again, it's a tight game, so even more important here that we're working to get this kind of shots that are the shots we want. So we screen across. Okay, I think he probably reached across the baseline. Wait for that screen, Greg. When you see the screen, you got to wait for it. And then while you're passing it in, Creed, we want to use ball fakes, especially when we have active long defenders. Make a fake up, bounce pass down, fake down, pass up. Again, we're forcing them into a 3 with a hand up, and that's what we want to do. So about 2 minutes left, right? We're carrying a 1-point lead, and they're pressuring us, and so it's really important we're getting into the body and cutting to the ball. So Brandon does a nice job of doing that now. He's got to turn around and snake up. Okay, he's got Greg wide open, so he's going to make the pass. Greg makes a really nice entry pass into Tripp. Tripp stays with it. That looks like a foul to me. Okay, they're gonna let it go. late in games, we're not always going to get the foul calls. Unless you're them, I guess. They're going to call that. Not very consistent, but it's all right. All right, so it looks like he makes both of his free throws. Okay, so we've got the ball in. Remember, we got to snake our way and dribble up the middle of the floor. Middle of the floor. Good, Brandon. That's a great way to change direction and come up the middle of the floor. It looks like we get through. I wish we could see what happened here. Looks like it resulted in a made basket, but Brandon did a real nice job of penetrating into the teeth of the defense, and then great trap by him and Colton. This is just really good pressure. I mean, he's a really good player, and we get in there and we trap the ball. It's one of those nail biters. 25-24, 2 minutes left. You can see they really want it. Number one's really getting into Creed, getting into Trip. I mean, they want this. So if a team's getting physical with you, we've got to get physical back, right? Sometimes these games just go to the team who wants it more, who's gonna play more aggressive. So good screen. That time Greg waits for it, which is great. Brandon, you got to wait for that screen up top. Fortunately. Okay, I wait for the screen. Good, we're open. Nice screen, Creed, Trip. And then Creed gets nice. That's beautiful. Again, we're getting to the rim off a nice screen. We got the player stuck on the screen, and once Creed rounds the corner, he lowers his shoulders, plants his foot, and then drives hard at the basket, and that creates these free throw opportunities. Now, if I remember correctly, Creed's going to make them both and get us up 3 points. Oh, guess not. We're up 1 point. So we're in our zone. Colton and Brandon are really moving their feet. They're really active, closing out. Same with our guys in the corner. That's a tough shot because Colton's running at him with a hand up. He doesn't jump. Good. Now Brandon's got a snake. There you go. Find the open guy. Good pass. Wish we could see what's happening here. We're hustling for the ball. Now they're really going to get another take. So, situation, right? We've got a lead. It's late in the game. We're playing a big, athletic, physical team. At this point, desperation is going to set in, and they're going to get extra aggressive going for the ball. So what that means is that when we have the ball, we've got to protect the ball by putting our body between our dribble and the man. We're going to dribble low. We're not going to pick up our dribble until we know who we're passing to. And we're certainly going to make someone stop our dribble before we pick it up. So these are all kind of lessons or things that you want to be thinking about when you have the ball. So I believe Creed hits these two and puts us up 3. So this was the situation I was waiting for a moment ago. Get to the free throw line enough times, you're going to dial in. So that's why we want to be aggressive. We can get to the line a lot. We're going to make a higher percentage of our free throws too. Good. Great trap. results in an out of bounds. I'm going to stop it here real quick, right? We've got 1 minute left, 3-point lead. What should we be thinking about? Well, one, we're thinking about protecting the ball at all costs. Two, what we're thinking about offensively is playing keep away, right? We don't really need to shoot the ball for the rest of the game. If we do shoot the ball, open layups are probably the only thing we need. If we don't have an open layup, let's keep passing the ball around and force them to foul us and keep putting us on the line. That's what we're doing in this situation. And then, from a defensive standpoint, we're going to stay aggressive, but what we're not going to do is we're not going to take gambles. We're not going to go for steals and let our man get by us. We always want to stay between our man and the basket. Even if we're playing in zone, the man that's in our area, we're going to be between them and the basket. And we're going to fight and box out for every rebound. So let's see how well we close with that in mind. And realize, again, they're man-to-man, and they're really trying to make it difficult for us to get the ball in. So we got the ball into Creed. So Creed's going to want to protect the ball with his body. And he kind of does that. Got his eyes off the defender for a moment, which allowed him to shoot the gap and make that steal. Dangerous pass right there. But again, we still have the lead here. So what we're going to do is we really need to take care of the ball. Timeout called. Okay, so Greg's got the ball. He's going up the sideline. Is able to make it. So we get this play right here. This is the kind of shot we do want. It's a wide open layup, but we just got to put it down, right? We make that shot and we put them in a really difficult situation. Now here the trouble is we don't get back on defense. There's just a rebound on the shot and they outrun us down the floor. No one's defending the hoop. And so that results in the go-ahead basket. We can't get beat on hustle plays, especially late in the game like this. Okay, so here, what you're going to see is, Brandon's got the ball. He picks up his dribble, and there's really nowhere to go with the ball at this point. Creed's covered by number 1. Brandon needs to keep his dribble and work his way toward the middle of the floor to create an opportunity. Now, because there's no one to go to here, number 1's going to make a really athletic play for the steal. And then, that's a lucky shot in my opinion, but they make it. We still have a chance, though. We've got a chance to make a 3 with about 10 seconds left. We've got to be in a hurry. Tough shot. I think maybe he even got a piece of it. And, Tripp probably got to be aware of situation here. We want to down 3, pass back out to one of these 3-point shooters. It's like Colton, especially Creed, might be open. But, it's a tough way to lose a game where we played very well. Overall, I'd say this is a team that had a lot of height, a lot of size. I think that our offense for most of the game looked really good in terms of getting us the shots we were looking for from the paint area. We took care of the ball really well until the very end, and that's probably why it's disappointing to lose on a few turnovers there at the end of the game. But if we keep up doing what we're doing, we believe in the process, we're going to keep getting better, and we're going to be in all these games with that type of effort and attention to our detail and our plays. And the other thing I see is we're getting better, but we got to keep spending time in the gym, coming to practice, working on our shooting, making those close shots. We can lift up our percentage even just a little bit on all of these point blank shots we're getting. it's gonna make a big difference. Instead of scoring around 30 points a game in these tight games, we'll score closer to 40, and that would be the difference. So good job, Tigers. It's fun watching you guys this weekend. Excited to finish my quarantine and see everyone at practice later this week as we get ready for our next set of games.